all my professional colleagues. It is indeed proud privilege that for today's interactive webcast, Honorable CA Suresh Prabhuji will be joining us very soon. I am CA Praful Chhajed. This year I am heading the Women Members Empowerment Committee, which is a very new committee formed specially for the purpose of empowering the women members and the girl chartered students who are pursuing this important course of chartered accountancy. With me right now we are having Honorable Vice President of the CA Institute, respected Sri Devraja Reddy ji. On my left we have the committee Vice Chairman, respected Sri Mukesh Singh Kushwaha ji, a Central Council member from Ghaziabad. Since our Honorable Minister is joining us within next 2 or 5 minutes, we have with us respected Vice President of the ICI. Straight away I will request Honorable Vice President of the Institute to share his views about this particular committee, about the Women Empowerment Committee, what he thinks, what should be the role of the women chartered accountant in developing the nation and developing the profession as such. With this, I welcome our Honorable Vice President, sir.
Thank you, Praful. Good evening, professional colleagues who are viewing this program. It is fortunate our Honorable Minister, C.A. Suresh Prabhu. Honorable, good evening, viewers, for viewing this program. I congratulate Praful for making this event happening, because our Minister for Railways, Suresh Prabhu ji, our professional colleague, and is well-wisher of this profession, and for accepting to share and interact with President, me and you, all of you. It is a good achievement by Praful, and I congratulate this Chairman Praful and Vice Chairman Mukesh Kushwaha for making this program happen today evening. Friends, one thing, this committee is a new committee formed under the leadership of our past President Raghuji. It is his brainchild to make this committee and see that the members, particularly ladies who are having some problems, even though we say that male, female are at par professionally, but still there are some hindrances in the family friend, family members as a nucleus. Lady members has to take care of the family, and at the same time they have to come the profession and face the competition. In this time, how to empower the women members, it is the mission of the presidents, even this committee vision. So some people may be flexibility to 3 or 4 hours only. So how to find out those people and what is the problems you are facing? For this thing, this committee is formed, and to give the support also, where it is available, how we are making a separate wing in this purpose. Now coming to the issues concerned, what I personally feel, now if you see 22% of our membership, out of 2,40,000 members, 22% are lady members, and the way the students registration is happening, 38, and the way future profession is important. Suppose if you see now SEBI has made compulsory women director in the boards. So future is going to be very more effective. Even if you see CMDs, chairmen come managing directors for national banks, 3-4 are there, women only. So the way it is expecting, the way the society is accepting, very pleasant and very acceptable for this profession to improve the knowledge and skills of women members. Now in this regard, particularly we at the different levels, we are conducting different programs, seminars, conferences exclusively for women members, so that they can share their ideas and thoughts and what they expect from profession because of their a little bit limitations of attending family friend. So we are gathering all the views and thoughts, and we want to improve. And you are all feel free to give suggestions to improve, because unless until all thought process we accumulate and discuss in the council, so that we can make an idea and suggestions for the members. Even the faculty friend, GMCs, orientations also we are encouraging, particularly women speakers also to come and present. So that's why whoever having an aptitude and interest, you can come. Even not only that, even in examination, valuation, in particularly in peer reviewers, also we have many members are showing their interest, and they're in fact in participating. This is a very quite encouraging feature. That's why even if in abroad also, if you see in Icai Gulf countries, there are many of our CA members in a different high positions. So this is an encouraging feature. I want to share all of you. Also come forward wherever you feel inconvenience, wherever you sought as an organization, institute help you require, definitely will come. So I express sincere thanks the way the ministry has come, particularly company law women director, and SEBI has also made a compulsion. Many people are appointed. Even I heard in Hyderabad also many CA members informed me that they were appointed as a directors. This is a welcoming feature. Future also will be bright. Now, the way it is going, definitely comfortable. Friends, shortly our President Manoj Fedness is going to come with Suresh Prabhu, and if you feel any ideas, you can pose the questions, and immediately office will give us on your behalf. We will request the minister to answer you. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Vice President, sir. And as rightly said by our respected Vice President, sir, you can also send in your questions, your queries, which are online, and definitely we'll try to, time permitting, we'll try to take the answers from respected Sri Suresh Prabhuji. As I said in the beginning, joining me is also Vice Chairman of the committee, Sri Mukesh Singh Kushwa. Jointly, me and he, and along with the committee members under the guidance of our President and Vice President, have, from various new initiatives that can be undertaken by our committee. We have planned so many programs, so many seminars, conferences. So I request Honorable Vice Chairman of this particular committee, Mukesh Singh Kushwa ji, to share some of his thoughts, and then we can take it further.
Honorable Vice President of ICI, C.A. Devaraja Reddy ji. Sir, we welcome you on behalf of this Committee for Women Empowerment. My respected Chairman of this committee, C.A. Prabhu Chhajar ji, very close friend of mine. I have a good experience of working with him because previously he was the Chairman of the Young Member Committee. Members, last year, immediate past President, C.A. K. Raghuji, who has taken the initiation to start two important committees with the object how we can make a required change in the profession. Most important committee is one Young Member Committee. With this object, how in part of this traditional practice, taxation, profession, job as concerned, member can become the entrepreneur. How this profession can directly contribute to economy of the country. That is the object. We are trying to motivate our young member. Yes, you have to come forward. Whatever decision you are going to be take in the future after 20 years in the profession or 20 years in the job, why not today? It is the right time to motivate. Friends, you might be aware 10 years back, 15 years back, there are few CFO in the industry was chartered accountant. When ICI given this slogan 10 years back, CA to CFO, at that time drastic thought process comes, lot of talks was come, and impact of that discussion, that talk is concerned. Today you can analyze how many CFOs in the industry are chartered accountant. This is the achievement of one single slogan. And this year, this responsibility given to me to serve the profession as a Vice Chairman of this committee. The object, there are a lot of hurdles as rightly stated by my Chairman and the Vice President of ICI. Yes, due to the social responsibility, women, there is a large number of the women in the profession. Around 19% of the total strength of the member of the ICI are the women member. How we can, this committee can support? What are the problems faced by the women member? How we can educate them? Holding the seminar, workshop, conference is the routine feature. But what next this committee can do for the women member? Yes, ICI feel there is a problem, there is a hardship in the society due to the social responsibility as concerned of the women member. After a span of 5 years, passing their CA examination, they up to 5 years, first 5 years, they will be in the mainstream of the profession. But after that, when they got married, when they engage some in the society and had the different responsibility to serve the parents, in-laws and children, then they face the lot of problem. They will come out of the profession gradually. They will not have the courage and conviction to come back after 4 or 5 years again to contribute the profession. The object of the membership, actual membership, professor is not getting benefit of their services. This profession, should want your active involvement in this profession. I would like to quote one couplet for you. मुश्किलें जरूर हैं मगर ठहरा नहीं हूं, जरा मंजिलों को कह दो सफर अभी जारी है. It's a beginning of this committee. We are thinking, we are working, we are come forward with the new vision, new thoughts, how we can directly, indirectly support our women member, how they can be continuously motivated and involve themselves in the mainstream of the profession. As rightly stated by the Vice President, after making mandatory in the Companies Act 2013, one independent director should be women member. So women should be the director, but why not our professional colleague can get, because they are the best person who can provide these financial services to industry. They can really contribute any of the field. They have the knowledge of the business. What is the business? We in the very beginning of the articles as concerned, we provide the orientation to the student. GMCS 1. What is the object of the orientation GMCS? To give the proper knowledge what is the business. They have the depth knowledge of the business activity. They have the depth knowledge of the various laws as concerned, income tax, indirect tax, VAT, service tax, company law, and they have the best knowledge of the accounting services, accounting principle, auditing standard, or accounting standard as well as the accounting as concerned. So that how they can come forward and contribute. And this is the duty of this committee, to motivate them. They make them involved in the profession, various activities of profession. This is the main object, and we will try under the great leadership of my chairman, Praful Chhajarji. Definitely we will serve up to the level of your expectation. And I request to my chairman to share his further thoughts with the member.
Thank you.
You also make this session interactive by mail, and you can ask any question, you can give any suggestion, so that we can share with the other member also. And once any of the implementation of any of the suggestion can make drastic change. Yes, Chairman sir.
Thank you, Mukesh Bhai. And as he rightly pointed out, the challenge before a lady chartered accountant is work-life balance. And I think each one of you who are, lady chartered accountant will agree with me on this particular front. Yes, intelligence-wise, there is nothing, no second thought. We are seen in the past, and more particularly in the recent past, that various rank positions are being, grabbed by the girls students, and therefore we are really proud of girls students joining our profession. But the thing is, after marriage, what? And therefore, last year when, under the leadership of Mr. Nanda, when this committee was formed, main focus was about the flexi working hours for the women chartered accountants. Yes, we are trying our best. I must admit that, because I am talking to all my, fraternity professionals only, that there is not much success as what we thought. And through this, I appeal all the chartered accountant firms and all the practicing chartered accountants, whenever you need the services, not on a full-time basis, you can always think of a lady chartered accountant who might have migrated to your town. On this WMEC portal, please log in your details of the firm, etc., and we'll be happy to provide your details to the lady chartered accountant who are seeking the not a full-time job but a kind of assignment basis working with you. And that is, I think, win-win situation for both the women chartered accountants as well as the firms or the companies which want not thinking of full-time basis but on a part-time basis. This is one initiative which we will like to definitely, with your support, drive this year, more particularly when we are having so many of new girls who are joining our profession. And as I was talking to you, work-life balance is very important thing. Secondly, as in the beginning our Honorable Vice President also mentioned about that, as a women chartered accountant you can really get associated with various initiatives of the institute. Last year our Honorable Vice President was the chairman of the Board of Studies, and he ensured that many programs for empowering the lady chartered accountant in terms of they become the faculty development programs we are organized at various places in our country, so that women can come forward. This is one thing they can contribute, having work-life balance also. So this is one of the another aspect about faculty development. This year also we had planned many faculty development programs. I request all the women chartered accountants to take participation into that. Apart from that also, we had also organized now recently on 13th we are having program at Mumbai on women directors, followed by on program on 18th at Pune, that is a national conference for the lady chartered accountants. I request all the chartered accountants to join both the programs. Again, what as a profession, what we can do, again I will request Vice President sir to share some of his thoughts, sir, what you feel.
Friends, one thing I want to share you, this is a noble profession, not in words, in fact also, because we are going to the nerve of the organizations to touch. Here updation of the skills is most important. Many of you qualified, you think once qualification is over, studying is over. So you should not feel that way. You have to update your skills. You have to update yourself. See, the Companies Act which you have read completely has gone. You have to unlearn. Again, a new act has to read. The way Income Tax Department now has made a mandatory from next financial year, 10 accounting standards has come. You have to update. Similarly, subjects, internal, the way IFRS is coming, you have to update your skill. This updation, sir, I am at family, I am working for some organization, I am coupled with these things. Where is the opportunity to, again you want me to read? No. Because this is a profession which both regulators, economy is expecting. Now our Honorable Minister is coming.
Hello. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very commendable.
Sir, we are live, sir. Friends, as we can see, as you can see, Honorable Union Minister for Railways and for us, a chartered accountant, our mentor, our guide, our philosopher, respected Suresh Prabhu ji has joined us. May I request the President of the Institute to welcome him with a bouquet of flowers.
Thank you for joining us.
We will also like to present him a memento as a mark of sweet remembrance. Present. Vice President.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Friends, as each one of us know, he doesn't need the introduction. Respected Sri Suresh Prabhu ji is a chartered accountant by profession. Earlier he was practicing chartered accountant. Again, that is a great moment. So one can think how much potential a practicing chartered accountant has if you are really doing well. So from practicing chartered accountant, you can rise up to the level of Union Minister, provided you are putting your best into your capacities, how to build your capacities. Respected sir, on behalf of the Women Members Empowerment Committee, we are really indeed proud, privilege, and we are really happy that you could spare your valuable time. And friends, before we talk to respected Minister sir, this program is being live telecast from the Rail Bhawan, and again, that is again one more thanks to Honorable Minister sir. Because of him only our profession could come to the Rail Bhawan and we can have the live telecast from the Rail Bhawan. Respected sir, as I mentioned, he is a rank holder in CA examination. He is also LLB, he is also BCom, he is also SSC. He has also done various degrees from various schools, colleges. Each one of us know that he is a politician with a difference. He is into politics, but politics was never into him. And therefore, earlier also we had seen many times he was Industry Minister of India, he was Environment Minister of India, today he is the Rail Minister of India. Before that also on various global organizations he was leading as a chairman of various international organizations, and therefore he is a person with a difference. I will not call him a politician, but he is a person with a difference. And since he is a chartered accountant, definitely each one of us will like to have hear more from him. Respected sir, as you are aware, there are large number of women and girls who are joining our profession. As per statistics concerned, there are about 37% of girls who are joining this particular profession out of our, more than 8 lakh students. And also, sir, currently there are about 22% chartered accountants who are already passed this particular examination. we are also having the Honorable President with us. He will be also sharing some of his thoughts, some of his ideas. But to start with, respected Sri Suresh Prabhuji, sir, you know, you are the very important member of the Union Ministry headed by respected Sri Narendra Modi ji, who is trying to give the new dimension to the entire country. And in one of the Chai Pe Charcha, respected our Honorable Prime Minister, that time he said that women should rise from homemaker to nation maker. And therefore, sir, state to you, as now you are member of the Union Ministry, and what is your vision, how women can come forward, and especially how women chartered accountants can put their best so that they can also be contributing in nation building, sir. With this, may I request respected Sri Suresh Prabhuji to share his views.
So thank you, my good friend Mr. Praful Chached. I thank the President of the Institute, my another good friend, Mr. Manoj Fadnis, my other good friend who has now become the Vice President, Mr. Devraj Reddy, Mr. Goel, and my other friends who are Mr. Mukesh, who is the Vice Chairman of this particular committee, and also my friend this. So all of you are very lucky to have such a good leadership in the Institute of Chartered Accountants. And I am also very lucky to be a member of such an august body. I think everybody who aspires to be a chartered accountant must be congratulated, because he has taken a first right step forward in the right direction to realize one's own career. In fact, it is very difficult to make a career choice because there are so many conflicting opportunities. And therefore one very wonders where one should go. It is often, if you don't make a right choice, then you're stuck with that career. Of course, there are always possibilities of making mid-term correction, but then it is not always possible also. But it is possible, theoretically may not be possible practically. And therefore, if you make a right choice, then you will definitely, there's a good chance, 50% chance that you will reach the right destination. If I want to go to Calcutta and I decide to take a train from Delhi which is going to Jammu, I can never reach Calcutta. But if I get into a train in Calcutta, doesn't mean I'll reach Calcutta, knowing our train journey today. But it is definitely, you are going in the right direction to begin with. And of course, hopefully in the next few years we can say we'll definitely reach Calcutta in this time. But at least your direction is right. So that is what you have made. So I congratulate all my good women colleagues for making the right choice in terms of deciding where I want to go. As I was saying, there are many professional opportunities. There are doctors, there are engineers, there are architects, there are fashion designers, and there are various kinds of professional opportunities. There are cost accountants, there are company secretaries. But then chartered accountant, in my opinion, is one of the best professions in the country today. Number one, because it gives you an insight into various aspects of economic and social life. A chartered accountant does audit, he offers management consultancy, he does tax advice, and when he does all that, he becomes a member of the family of the businessman. He is independent as an auditor, but if you don't know the business, you can never do the audit properly. If you are a good doctor, and I'll say, I am a fantastic doctor, I'll give the best medicine, but I don't know diagnosis. So what basis you are saying that you will give a good medicine? So if you do not diagnose it properly, you can never give a proper prescription and proper medicine, so you can never cure a patient. A chartered accountant who does not understand the business properly, how can you do audit properly? If you do not know the family choice of that particular person, how can you do a good tax planning for him? If you do not know his ethical standards, on what basis you will offer him management consultancy? Because if he doesn't believe in a particular walk of life. So chartered accountant has to understand many aspects of business, economic, political, social life. I am saying social life also because when you make a choice or you advise your client, you are not advising a client that you start business in the worst district of the country which is Naxalite affected. Then he is in trouble because he will say, are you my friend or my foe? You are telling me to go to a place where nobody can survive. So he should know the social life. So when you are making a choice to decide on business location, the first choice when you start a business is where do you locate it? So the locational choice also, if you do not understand the socio-political life, you can never make a right choice. So chartered accountant is a uniquely poised and has multifaceted abilities to deal with complex challenges that society faces, and therefore he advises a person from economic perspective, from legal compliance perspective of where the future is going to come, because many times the chartered accountants are asked so many questions that should I go into textile business or should I go into steel business? Should I go into start a banking business, which is a service sector, or should I start a telecommunication business, which is also another service sector business? So if you are not very clear about where the growth is going to come, the macro scenario, you will not be able to guide him properly. So he has to understand many things to be a good chartered accountant. And therefore a good chartered accountant is something like an all-rounder. So he is not only Sachin Tendulkar, he is not only Dhoni, but he is Kapil Dev, Dhoni, Sachin Tendulkar, all of that rolled into one. Because he has to have all this multifarious knowledge. He is a good fielder, he is a good batsman, he is a good bowler, and he is also a good wicket keeper at the same time, and a good captain. So he is somebody who is a uniquely poised, and therefore chartered accountant, unlike any other professional, a doctor need not know all these things. He has to know only the body of that person. But we have to know not only the body of that person or the body of that company, which is also legal entity. You don't have to only know that, don't have to know the DNA of that company, but you have to know many things going beyond that person, whether it's company, as a corporate entity, or an individual, or a family, or a HUF, or whatever. So chartered accountant is uniquely poised, and therefore you have made a right choice. I am very happy about it. I don't think in today's context you should say that women chartered accountant are different than men chartered accountant. I think chartered accountants are chartered accountants. Whether you are a man or a woman, you are grown up or you are young, you are a chartered accountant. And therefore a chartered accountant must face challenges as a chartered accountant and should not expect that I should get something better or something less because I have a different gender or a different identity. But women chartered accountants are uniquely poised in many ways. Firstly, and this is my firm conviction, that women do a much better job in many areas. And I have seen that, in fact, I always say that women are better finance manager. I can say it for my wife because I was hardly earning and my wife still managed the family. So I think women are better finance managers. They are better heart, so they can take care of human issues in a much better way. They can have empathy for the so many people because every woman is a mother. And there is no mother there cannot be a mother without empathy. And therefore the chartered accountants who are women have a unique advantage because, and there are some sitting here, and I can say that with experience knowing them, that women could have empathy towards society, towards people, so they can understand the issues properly. And also they are more sincere in many ways than men. So they will take something, I will do it. The men will do it means I told you I will do it. But when you will do it? I never said that. I only said I will do it. But women will not say that. She will say I told you I will do it, so I was meaning yesterday, but I will do it today. So that's what is the method of sincerity, commitment, conviction. So women have this advantage. Of course women have to manage so many things. They have to manage family, they have to manage work, then they are expected to do everything. Even in today's male-dominated society, whether we like it or not, it's a male-dominated society, if not in profession of chartered accountancy, but as a society as a whole. So therefore, we are expecting that women must do something more than the men. So she has to sometimes find it very difficult to do this work and home balance, but they still do a good job. I think our particularly women members, as you said, they are growing in number every time and again, should try to carve out a separate place. So you should think about something different. You say that we are women, so we understand things better. So institute should take certain issues which probably were not taken before as priority issues. For example, the women will be very keen to look at intergenerational issues. Normally there are issues which are intergenerational are not necessarily addressed always. A woman being a mother, as I said, she is always thinking about next generation. She is thinking about my child, my future of the child, how is going to happen. Not that father doesn't think, but women think more. there are so many challenges which are coming to the world today, in the society today, which are intergenerational in nature. One of them is the issue related to environment. Whose property is it? Is it our property because my generation can do anything I want and I destroy all water bodies? Or is it something which was my previous generation property, that's why they kept it alive, that's why I can enjoy it today? Yes. So is it not my responsibility to give it to the next generation? Is it not the posterity which should also enjoy as much as I have been able to enjoy? Like a good father or a good parents, we always, and that is how we have been brought up, that I will save for my current income so that my future generation should take care of it. And in fact, that has helped societies to grow better. The savings rate in a society which actually ensures the ability of the society to invest. So therefore, the society that invests into the infrastructure is something is possible only when you have savings, you can have investment. Let's take example of China. China has got savings rate of as high as 50%. So China can invest far more in infrastructure than India can, because India's savings rate has fallen over a period of time. Now, what is the meaning of this? When you save, who are you saving for? You are saving for future investment. So you are saving for tomorrow's, not for today. I think these are the intergenerational issues, but these are financial instruments, but this is okay. But I am talking about environment, which is a far more important issue for the world today. Could we use all our natural capital and destroy it today? Then we will be left with nothing. Is it something that we should do? And I am very lucky that somebody who could you be speaking to some other time is an eminent economist of the world, and also now the vice chairman of the Niti Aayog, which is going to decide our future. So Niyati has brought him into Niti. So I am very happy about it. So he is here. So I am sure he will tell you about Niyati better than me one day. So talk about intergenerational issues. Women can do it better. As I was explaining, who saves more? The husband also uses credit card, so he's even spending not today's income but tomorrow's income. But the woman is saying, no, I want to save something. And therefore, as chartered accountant, what you should do? I think you should focus on, first of all, natural resource accounting code. I think we should try to develop a natural resource accounting code for the country. We should actually be leaders in this. As a society, we should decide about natural resource accounting, and we should be leaders as a world that India develop this, and we should try to give it to other people. Secondly, we should also try to work on opportunity cost of natural resources, which I was just explaining. If you lose a natural resource, what you lost? You don't know. So therefore, if you do not know the opportunity cost, then when you allocate resources, you don't know whether I should take away the resource. For example, our planning process in India, which was done by the Planning Commission, and now we have a very enlightened person who is heading this Niti Aayog. You have scarce resources in any society. Even in world, if you take, we have unlimited money available, but unlimited means it is finite, up to point. Of course, you can print more money, but that has limitation again, because we don't have gold standard, but still there is a limitation. But so therefore, when you have some finite resources and we have unlimited wants, you decide how to allocate resources. On what basis? What is the rate of return I get? It may be economic return, it may be social return, it may be financial return, but you decide that. When you calculate the returns, you have some parameters. Do you have the parameters of opportunity cost in terms of when we don't conserve this resource? What is the loss that I am going to suffer? There is nothing like return here. Or if you conserve a resource, how much is going to be returned for you? So I think we need to develop these new parameters of judging the returns that we get on this very precious capital. We can calculate financial returns on our financial capital, which is very easy to do. And that is something which is now very far well developed market. You can go to the bank and know how much I will get. You go to capital market, they will tell you how much you get. You go to debt market and you will know exactly how much return you will get. You go to bullion market and you know that if I invest into, how much will I get. Real estate market will give you the returns. There is a very well established market. There are metals market. There are markets for commodities. But natural capital, how do you evaluate its value? So I think we should develop this methodology, and I think no one better than women can do it. So I personally feel that there are many areas in which women could play an active role. So again, I don't want to prove a point which I was making earlier, that it's a male-dominated society, by telling you what you should do. Because then I'll say this proves the point that it's a male-dominated society. I'm just telling women you do this. So I don't think we should do that. But as I'm saying, I was just giving an example.
No, you say this as the railway minister.
And therefore, I personally feel that we should be guided by this. And I would look forward to interacting with you anytime. I think we have large number of, in fact, our finance commissioner is a woman.
Yes.
Our executive director budget is a woman.
Yes.
So we are going to create a finance cell which will have 2 women. So I think that proves a point that women do a better finance management. But I think we should look at ideas, and we'll be very happy to interact with you. Where are these people sitting, our friends?
All across India.
All India. So
is
we
a
are all there.
long-time
India.
webcast.
So if the permission of the president, may I request 5 minutes or a few minutes talk by Mr.
Definitely.
Such a great opportunity which they will not get. Let me explain to you what the program is. You just tell him. So thank you very much. I look forward to interacting with you more. This was the time limit you want? Or
No, nothing. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your initial and very thought-provoking remarks. Our honorable president, sir Manoj Pandit ji, is here. Definitely, he every day he talks with us. He thinks of us, and definitely today also he has got many big list of agenda which he is talking to respected Suresh Prabhu sir. We are really indeed very fortunate to have respected Sri Arvind ji Pangaria ji. He is the new vice chairman of the Niti Ayog. As respected Prabhu sir said, earlier we used to have Yojana Ayog, now we are having the Niti Ayog, and this is the rarest privilege which we could get. And again, since we are here, so now may I request Manoj Pandit sir to take over, and also request our guest here, a special guest here, and then he will also talk to all of us about this thing.
Thank you, Praful Bhai. Honorable Minister for Railways and a very distinguished member, CA Suresh Prabhu ji. Very distinguished and honorable Vice Chairman of Niti Ayog, who is also present with us, my council colleagues, and above all, my esteemed friends all across the country watching this live webcast. It is a great honor to have the Honorable Minister with us for this webcast. And as you would have seen, he said a chartered accountant is a good bowler, good fielder and good batsman, and he has to know everything. Similarly, the Honorable Minister has demonstrated his capability of being a power minister, a railway minister, and still having so much of in-depth knowledge about conserving water resources, and he has given a wonderful idea of having natural resources management and accounting code. Thank you, sir, for that excellent idea which you have given to us, and I can only assure you that we'll certainly take it forward. But taking the benefit of this opportunity, may I also request the Honorable Vice Chairman of Niti Ayog. We are very pleased to have you, sir, amongst us. Would you kindly address the fraternity listening to you all across the country?
Women chartered accountants and women students, just for a
I
few
have no
minutes.
expertise. I have no expertise. Well, all I can say is that no nation really advances without women really coming to the forefront. At the end of the day, you could describe the problem of economic development as the problem of bringing, into the workforce, into the education system, into everything, women at the forefront. I think that really is the ultimate way development progresses. And of course, it's also multifaceted once, women at the forefront, because at the end of the day, every child first sees his mother, and father is much farther behind. So that's my general comment. I'll just close you with a little joke. So I had this friend, who was telling me that, I have 2 daughters and my wife, so I'm the only man, and so I get outvoted every time. I get outdone every time anything I want to do by the other 3. So I said, look, in my household, I've got 2 boys and my wife, so 3 boys and 1 woman, and I still get outvoted all the time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That is, I would say that is a universal truth. But thanks a lot, sir. Taking the benefit of the presence of our Honorable Minister here, sir, lot of initiatives which the Institute is taking from time to time, thanks to the wonderful guidance which we continue to get from you. This committee on women empowerment, which is headed by Praful Sajarji and Vice Chairman Mukesh Kushwaji is present here. Sir, this committee has been trying to do a lot of programs, a lot of activities for the benefit of members, women members particularly. And last year, the immediate past chairman of this committee also took out international first women summit, which was held at Dubai. And we have several such initiatives planned out this year. We have taken up this women directors, which the Companies Act 2013, sir, which you have given to us, where it has become compulsory to have a women director on the boards of the companies. We have tried to convince the corporate world that they would stand to benefit by appointing a women chartered accountant as a board member. If there is anything else, because you have given us very fine ideas of intergenerational issues, which particularly the women chartered accountants can really contribute in a big way. And I'm sure our women friends who are listening to this webcast will give their more suggestions as to how we can carry forward your thought process further. On CSR initiatives also, sir, we have been taking up a lot of things, and we are thankful to you also for giving us certain assignments from your ministry to our institute. Anything more, sir, you would like to guide us, we'll be very happy to carry it out. My friend Praful Bhai would like to ask you a few more. My Vice President, Mr. Devraj Reddy, would like to say a few words.
Sir, thank you very much, sir, for joining. I had a lot of interaction with you on the Committee for Membership Industry for the last 3 years. Sir, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji has made CA Institute also as one of the organizing unit for Swachh Bharat. In this regard, I want your advice for CA members, particularly women members and members. What the government is expecting us in Swachh Bharat to add, any suggestions for us to do better and to get the confidence which Prime Minister has made on us to keep it up, that you give some suggestions to us so that we can take up.
You know, actually, if the institute can take up this responsibility of Clean India, will be a great activity, because you are almost more than 1.5 million members as well as students as a community, parting with 1.5 million people, which is not small number. And then you are very well organized. You have regional offices. I mean, not saying you, but we have regional offices. We have branches. We have study circles, and then we work with the communities. So I think if you can take the responsibility, what I suggest is, if you feel like railway station is something which we have 8,000 railway stations, and we have they are in all parts of India. So you can decide, some states, we can decide, work together, and we can decide that we will adopt this station.
Adopt railway station.
And we can keep it clean. We'll also try to do something better on the railway station, and we can always have it as a charter account leading it, but we can take communities along. So I think if we can work something like this, will be a great opportunity. In fact, we are already working on a new idea that Swachh Rail, Swachh Bharat. So Prime Minister's vision of Swachh Bharat, if we can make railways clean, I think railways passes through all parts of India, so automatically India will also be clean. So if you can take that as a responsibility, will be extremely useful. Again, our other Prime Minister flagship program of Digital India, in which you already made a progress, Institute is something which is, this is an example, that all the women in different parts of the country, we are interacting with them like this. That's a part of digital process. But also Make in India, which is going to be an important issue. So, you know, advising our clients as to how we should do it. I think one day, with the permission of our Honorable Vice Chairman, I can say, one day we can even have a program with our Niti Aayog to find out how chartered accountants can play a role in terms of promoting these ideas. Make in India, Swachh Bharat, ideas like CSR. You know, how do you make CSR? Yes. In fact, this is a great opportunity that 2% of corporate profits are going to be earmarked for CSR. How could that CSR be leveraged with so many of the government's state allocations and central allocation for rural development? How can we also take it along with the corporate sector who wants to do more, on NGOs who are also working on that? So can we not leverage all this money so that government's RIT, corporate sector's managerial ability, NGOs' commitment, can it not be combined? and therefore then we can bring it a much better outcomes out of that outlay. Otherwise, we'll not be able to benefit. So these are again the areas we can work together.
Thank you very much, sir. And definitely on behalf of the all women chartered accountants, I can promise you, as far as adopting a railway stations with the permission of the Honorable President, Vice President and the Council colleagues, but definitely women members will come forward. Having the joint program with the Niti Aayog, also with the Honorable President, Women Committee can take the lead, and definitely we will showcase that as one of the definitely very big program in terms of having that as a milestone as far as profession is concerned. Again, I will request our Honorable President, in case, because time is running short, one or two things if he wants to wrap up.
Thank you, Praful Bhai. We'll take all these suggestions forward, and we'll be very happy to have many more programs with the railways and also with Niti Aayog. I must also compliment the Honorable Minister for the accounting reforms which he has initiated through this railway budget. And friends, you'll agree with me that this has been one of the most, one budget which has been brought out lot of reforms without and consolidating on what was there and bringing it out only the way a professional person could have done it, as our Honorable Minister has done it. With respect to Digital India, yes, there is a lot which we can do. Make in India also, there is a lot which we can do. We will be very happy to partner with Niti Aayog and other and with government as a whole, and take these initiatives forward. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now request our Vice Chairman of the committee, Mukesh Singh Kushwaha, to propose a vote of thanks. And before that, friends, the Honorable Railway Minister is also heading one project under his guidance, Kayak Kalp. I think he's again re-changing the entire face of the railways, and definitely with his blessings, we will also definitely, and especially for women, the girls chartered account students will definitely
before we have the vote of thanks, can we also present a bouquet to the Honorable Vice Chairman Niti Aayog?
It has been rare honor, sir.
The real honor.
It's a great pleasure to have you, sir.
Thank you.
There is very nice deliberation, and we are fortunate enough. We had a dignitary like Honorable Railway Minister C. Suresh Prabhu ji, Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog Arvind ji Pagaria ji. We are thankful to you, sir, for sparing time and having interaction with our member. On behalf of this committee, I am also thankful to my Honorable President, C. Manoj Fadnis ji, Honorable Vice President, C. Devraj Reddy ji, Honorable Council Member from Ghaziabad, C. Anuj Goyal ji, and all the staff member of this Women Empowerment Committee who has given all the support to this committee and strength to this committee, and we are working with their support in the interest of the profession. And rightly stated by the Suresh Prabhu ji about the opportunity cost to be monitored. Okay, what is the best option? What we are losing, if we are losing any of the opportunity as concerned, what we are gaining, we have to analyze in the both way. And also whatever the expectation from the government side, our Honorable President, Prime Minister of country, Modi ji, Cabinet Minister Suresh Prabhu ji, so definitely on behalf of this profession and on behalf of this committee as concerned as a member of council, we will definitely put our 100% heart and soul to make your dream true. I would like to end my thanks to my honorable members also with this couplet कि दिया तो जलाता रहूंगा मैं चाहे ईश्वर मिले ना मिले, दिया तो जलाता रहूंगा मैं चाहे ईश्वर मिले ना मिले, हो सके शायद किसी राही को उस उजाले से ठोकर ना लगे. Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you very much, friends. With this we are signing off this particular website. Thank you very much.